Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. And today I got you guys Thresh support. And I mean, honestly, this is not even a support champion. I would say Thresh can absolutely hard carry games. It's ridiculous that if you play this champion right, how much damage, how much utility he has to provide. So in today's video, I'm going to explain to you guys all of that you need to know about Thresh. But in the beginning part, I'm going to explain to you guys how to build Thresh. And this is actually extremely important. I really don't recommend you to skip it, but if you do want to skip to the gameplay, there are of course timestamps in the description. So, how do you build Thresh? In the support role, always Relic Shield gonna be your first item, and then your first actual item. Here it depends. It already becomes situational. What do you want? Let's just say there are three options that you could have. First option, you want to roam around and you want to gank. If that is the case, you could get a Deadman's Plate as your first item. You should get a Deadman's Plate as your first item because it gives you 5% movement speed, and when you walk for a while, you get a lot more bonus movement speed. And that first attack, as you can see, slows the enemy and deals a lot of bonus damage. Really, really good for roaming around. Dawn Shroud. I mean, Dawn Shroud. I feel like this item sucks. I would never recommend this item. Riot did say this is a good item for roaming around, but I don't recommend it. You only really have to go for a Deadman's Plate. And then after the Deadman's Plate, you go on with your normal build. However, if you don't want to roam around too much, and if you want to be more of a like a utility-based damage champion, you go for the Iceborne Gauntlet first. This one has the Sheen proc, so your basic attack after an ability does a lot of damage, and Thresh passively stacks armor with his stacks, with his passive when you pick up those souls. So every time, of course, you get more armor, which means Iceborne Gauntlet is going to do more damage, which means the icy area is going to get bigger as well. And then you have the absolute utility path, which is the Ishtali Sea Jar. You can also choose to go for Ishtali Sea Jar as your very first item. Do this if you just want to be as tanky as possible, as annoying as possible, because you'll have the Sea Jar. Sorry, you have the Sea Jar. You can put down those seeds, support your team, so you'll be like a real support. I don't want to play Thresh as a real support, so the one I recommend is either the Deadman's Plate or the Iceborne Gauntlet. So the difference between the Deadman's Plate and Iceborne Gauntlet is that there is no difference. The only difference is that you build a Deadman's Plate before the actual build. So like, this is what the Deadman's Plate build would look like, and the Iceborne Gauntlet build is just without a Deadman's Plate. So you go for Iceborne Gauntlet. Oh, by the way, drafting tip with Thresh, you really want to pick him against heavy AD comps. I'm not saying Thresh is bad into AP. It's just Thresh loves to buy armor because you're building Thornmill and you're building Iceborne Gauntlet, which both skill heavily with armor. Frozen Heart. Now here, Frozen Heart and Randuin's Omen are both really, really good. However, I really prefer Frozen Heart because as a Thresh, you're ranged. You have a lot of ranged. So not only enemies attacking you will reduce their attack speed, your own basic attacks also reduces their attack speed. This makes you even stronger in 1v1s, especially against ADCs. Like, essentially when you get a Frozen Heart, ADCs will never be able to 1v1 you. ADCs already had a hard time 1v1ing Thresh, but when you get a Frozen Heart, they're never going to be able to 1v1 you. Random's Omen is a bit more of a team fighting item, and it gives you more damage. Like, that's the difference between Random's Omen and, where is it? Random's Omen and the Frozen Heart. Frozen Heart, you know, it gives you a lot of armor, doesn't give you any HP, however, it gives you abilities, it gives you a lot of ability haste, and it gives you, like, the ability to slow massive attack speed. Really, really good in 1v1s, because you can slow the attack speed up to 36%. However, Random's Omen, you can slow attack speeds from everyone. You can do that with Frozen Heart too, but Random's Omen is instant 15%, and it doesn't give you any ability haste, however, it gives you 400 max health. 400. That's 400 more than the Frozen Heart, so it makes you really, really tanky. And of course, it gives you the damage from the Determination passive. So you have to decide yourself. Make sure you get one of them, though. One of them is insanely powerful on Thresh. You have to get at least one of them. Abyssal Mask is going to be the magic resist item you'll want to get on Thresh, because you get close to the enemies when you hook them and you get in. You apply the bonus damage on all of them. It's really, really nice if you have a lot of magic damage in your team. Otherwise, go for the Force of Nature. If your team doesn't have any significant magic damage, it's generally going to be better to go for Force of Nature. Thornmill, you'll want to incorporate Thornmill in your build at some point as well. Make sure you get a Bramblefest quite early on, just so you have the anti-healing. Thornmill is just way too good to skip out on Thresh. And then as your last item is completely situational, like whatever you need. Warmog is good, Deadman's Plate is good, Zeke's Convergence is good if your ADC is doing good. You know, Force of Nature is good if you need magic resist. Spirit, no, you don't want to go Spirit Decision. Even Sunfire Ages is actually playable, believe it or not, because if you have a lot of health. But only really build Sunfire Ages if you've built a Random's Omen instead of a Frozen Heart, because you'll want to have a lot of health when you build the Sunfire Ages. For the boots, try to get armor boots. Of course, if you need tenacity, you want to go for Mercury Sweats. I've also seen some Thresh players go for Ionic boot. However, I don't really recommend it. I just tend to go for the armor boots because Thresh just skills beautifully with armor. And for the enchantment, Protobelt is the most beautiful one. Like, if you're a really good Thresh player, if you want to make the good plays, Protobelt is going to be the best one. Stoneplate is okay, makes you tanky. I don't like it. I always go Protobelt, but I'm just telling you guys, Stoneplate is also playable. And then Redemption, if you want to be more of a support for your team, Redemption is also good. Meteor can also be good. You know, when you go in, use your ultimate, keep all of the enemies close. Meteor is going to be very, very good tool to do a lot of extra damage. So if your team is lacking damage, Meteor can actually be a good tool for team fights. For the runes, you go for Aftershock, always. Here you go for Weakness, also always. Weakness is just way too good. I mean, I've seen some Thresh players go for Triumph, but don't go for Triumph. Weakness is way better. You can apply it so easily with your third ability, ult, and your first ability. And even your basic attack, if you have a Deadman's Blade, believe it or not. Third one, you can go for Bone Plating to demolish the enemies in the early game. But you can also go for something like a Conditioning or Hunter Titan. I don't really recommend Conditioning because you already have a lot of armor. So health or anything else would generally be better. So like Hunter, oh, not Conditioning. Hunter Titan is what I love. But as I said, if you want to be hella aggressive early game, Bone Plating is going to be very, very nice. Especially during those level 1 fights. And a fourth thing, you go for Pack Hunter. The bonus movement speed is very, very nice for you and your ally. Especially if you catch an enemy. And the bonus gold is also really, really nice. And for your spells, you go for Flash and Ignite. Make sure you get Ignite. Don't go heal. You'll want to go Ignite. Aggressiveness, aggressiveness, aggressiveness. So that is it about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. That was a long build part. Wow. By the way, I wanna apologize for something to you guys. Sorry for the inconsistent videos. You know, I'm not uploading every day at 1 PM my time anymore. There are some days I'm skipping out. My explanation to it is I don't wanna force myself to make videos. Ooh, here you can see he doesn't. Wait, are you kidding me? He doesn't have bone plating? He makes this play without bone plating. This right here is the exact reason why bone plating is really, really good on Thresh. If you play Thresh like Trust did right here. This is a good move. Don't get me wrong. What he's doing here is good on Thresh. But because he doesn't have bone plating, I'm going to expect him to potentially get out-traded. Even though Thresh absolutely shines during fights like these. And there you can see it. He did get out-traded. If he had a bone plating, I'm like 99% sure they would have won this. 100% actually. 100%. If he had bone plating, 100%, they would have easily won that fight. So that's the importance of bone plating if you play Thresh like this. You know, I'm not saying you have to build bone plating. I'm just saying that you have to build bone plating if you're an aggressive Thresh player like this. So back to my point, I apologize for not being consistent, but the reason that I do it like this, and I'm gonna keep doing it like this, is I don't want to force myself to make videos because unlike before, like before I was, you know, every day I loved making videos. I still love making videos, but sometimes I don't feel like it. And I don't want to force myself because I feel like that will ruin the videos. So, you know, I feel like it's more worth to only make videos when I feel like it. So, you know, sometimes it may be when I wake up. Sometimes it may be in the afternoon. I'm not going to force myself to try to maintain, you know, every day at 1 PM. I'm just going to take it easy so I can make the best videos for you guys. I feel like that is more important than making more videos. Quality over quantity. So I'm probably still gonna make almost daily videos, but it's not gonna be as consistent. Like, not every video is gonna be out at the same time during the day. You may see a video come out at 1 PM and another video at 4 PM, another one at 5 PM. You know what I mean? So I want you guys to understand it. I hope you understand. So yeah. Ooh. Well. So actually, it's funny because if Trust had a bone plating this particular game, they would have done so much better in lane right here. Oh, he made another mistake right here, by the way. Let me tell you his mistake right here. This is a very high elo thing. So Thresh counters Tristana for one reason. You can pull Tristana out of her jump. So as you can see what he did here. He went into the Tristana and pulled her immediately. Unfortunately, Tristana used her jump right after that. So he should have actually waited just a second, millisecond even, so he would be able to pull the Tristana out of her jump and they would have instantly killed the Tristana right there. Instantly. Oof. You can see he's being punished for it, because the Tristana is doing a lot of damage right now. Jinx is actually playing incredibly well, by the way. I can tell this Jinx is gonna do really, really well in the late game. Like, he really seems to know how Jinx works and how to use the rocket, how to use the machine gun. So I'm honestly really excited to see what they're gonna do in the later stages of the game. You know, the Thresh and the Jinx. He's using the Relic Shield really, really well. He could kill him if he hooks him. Oh. So the way that he could kill the Tristana, he would have probably died for it. If he landed the hook, he could go in, you know, use all of his abilities. He would probably die, but it's worth it if he kills the Tristana, because Jinx is gonna get a kill as well, and the Tristana is gonna lose a lot of farm. So it's totally worth it to try to get a kill like that. That's why you could see that he actually tried to go for the dive, even though it didn't work. Wait, he rushes Proto Belt? Oh, what a phenomenal hit. That is amazing. Unfortunately, they are still struggling, but you can see the damage Thresh does is so big. Oh, no! So close. They didn't kill. No, that's tragic. They deserve that kill. Honestly, again. Oh! Oh! Honestly, and Veigar comes in. Honestly, they deserve that. Like, they did such a good job there, but the enemy played it equally as well. So, unfortunately, even though they did such a good job, the enemies were actually able to kill the Jinx right there. Jinx tried to ult right there, by the way. Almost got the kill. I feel like he's gonna backport here. No, so he's not backporting. He's just staying here to get the gold from the wave. And I'm like, oh, nice. Him staying here actually got the kill on the Kayn. So that was really, really nice. Now he's backporting. He's gonna miss out on some golden experience from the next wave. But it's totally worth it to backport. Because it's not nice to wait in a lane for so long. He actually rushes. He straight up rushes Proto Belt. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see if he actually makes use of it. I don't recommend you guys to do it, but let's see what he does with it. The reason that I don't recommend it is because you're missing out on so many stats. But let's see the pro doing his thing, right? He goes in. Yet again, like, it's working. They got the kill. But I find it interesting that he's not blocking the Tristana jump. Maybe he doesn't feel like it's necessary. It was a really nice engage, don't get me wrong. But you know what it is? Like, let's actually look at it again. He went and used his ultimate. Tristana jumped out. You know what? I feel like he didn't use... Instead of trying to block Tristana's jump, he used his ultimate. So even if Tristana jumped out of it, she would get slowed by 90% for 2 seconds. As you can see, he went in, instantly used his third ability, and then immediately ulted. And then Tristana, sure, she jumped out. But as you can see, if you look at Tristana, she's very, very slow for that second, right? Because she's so slow, it's going to be really hard for her to escape. So I feel like that could be the reason that he, instead of trying to block Tristana's jump and him potentially screwing that up, he just went for the safe route, used his ultimate to make sure he slows the Tristana after she jumps away. I feel like that could be the case. Because keep in mind, Thresh's ult will slow the enemies even if they dash through it. Unless they're unstoppable. But for example, if Vi uses her first ability through your ultimate, and even if she gets out of it because it's a dash, she's still gonna get slowed by it. So keep that in mind. Like after the dash, she's gonna get slowed. Ooh, Kayn is coming. Kayn! Ooh! I feel like that was close. Ah, tragic. Teemo, come on. Oh, he didn't kill the set. The set actually survived because of his healing, the passive healing. And it's funny because I feel like Teemo surrendered right after he didn't get that kill. Oh, Veigar. Oh, I love Veigar so much. I love that champion so much, guys. It's crazy. It's crazy how much I love Veigar. Actually, one of my favorite champions in the game, no joke. Yeah, Jinx, there you go. Like, this Jinx is doing really, really good. He could actually try to hook the cannon here. Hook him, hook him. Boom. Go in and third ability. Oh, he doesn't even have to go in. Of course, actually, if he went in, he would have died. So it makes sense that he didn't go in. Pretty stupid of me. Like, he would just get instantly one-shot. So it makes a lot of sense that he's not going in. Wait, is he building the Ziggs convergence? No. What is he building? I didn't pay attention to what he's building. Oh man, wrecking my neck. Or my body hurts every day now that I'm working out daily. But I love this pain. It's really, really nice. I don't want to live without this pain. Nice, good one. He pushed the Rift Herald. Oh, Kane, you're I feel like Kane is struggling a little bit. The enemies are actually doing a good job at split pushing, by the way. Like, even though they're getting punished in the mid lane, you can see they're pushing bot and top. So they lose a mid lane turret, but they're going to be able to potentially get 2 turrets. And it seems like Trust is going for that item. I'm not sure what it's called. It's called, what is it called? Dawn Shroud. Why would he go for Dawn Shroud? It reveals Kane when he's in a wall. Let's see. Let's see. That's the only one way, right? Like, let's see what it does, the item. So honestly, I've never built this item. Like, I've also never seen anyone build the item before, so. Okay. He can pull them into the turret to do a little bit of damage. Wow. Enemies just destroyed the Veigar right there. Went away. Oh, nice hook. Go in. Oh. I feel like going in would have been maybe a bit too risky, but I just wanted to see it. And boom. Nice. He could Yeah, okay. No, he couldn't protobelt to the cannon, actually. Because cannon can just dash, use his third ability away. I don't really see much value in his early protobelt, to be honest, in this particular game. But let's see. Boom. Okay, so he reveals the enemy when he attacks the enemy. But I just I don't see the point of this item. But again, I don't really know fully how this item works. Maybe that's also part of it, right? If anyone in the comments could explain, I would appreciate it a lot, you know, about this item, why it would be good in this particular situation. I'm curious. He goes for Deadman's Plate as well, which is a roaming item. It's also a damage item. Interesting build that he's running. It seems like he's really running like a full-on roaming build. He wants to roam around all the time. Yeah, Vi is just dead. He could flash, but he doesn't really. Oh, yeah, he can flash to Tristan. Oh, Jigs, if you hit that one. He's really fast, though. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, oh, he killed him. Nice. That was way too close. What is Teemo doing, though? I mean, come on, Teemo. What are you doing, bro? You're just dying. What is this? You're still dead. He's probably... I promise you he's gonna FF. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Teemo's not FFing anymore. That's nice. Good job, Teemo. Actually, you know, not being a salty... He's 0-6-0. Oh, what are these players, man? This is why I don't play Wild Rift anymore. What is wrong with these players? Why is he playing Teemo and going 0-6-0, not contributing anything to the game? And it's not like he's getting perma-ganked, by the way. He's just completely inting the whole game. Like, he's way ahead of his turret. He's just inting. So, like... I just don't get it. I don't know. I just don't get it. But I'm not gonna complain, because I don't play Wild Rift much. I'm tired of complaining about matchmaking. I've done so much complaining about matchmaking, but it just didn't go right, unfortunately. It is what it is. Oh, that would have been a nice engage on the Leona if he hit that. He's really looking for something. He has a protobelt though, but he doesn't have his ultimate. So it's gonna be hard for him to engage without his hookshot. He really needs his hookshot to engage. Oh, Set. Set actually jumped into the stun but still survived. And ends up, yeah. I don't see value in that item that he has. I have no idea what it's supposed to do. I also don't see value in the early proto belt, to be fair. Really interesting. I love that he sent me this gameplay, by the way, right? Like, showing us that not everything is sugar and cookies, not everything is perfect. You know, we can see a pro player genuinely struggling in a game, which is really, really nice in my opinion. And I think you guys enjoy this as well, instead of stomps every single time. He's doing really good this game. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's doing incredibly well this game. I'm just being very harsh on him because, you know, that's good content. He's doing really, really well. Yeah, he has 16 out of 17 kill participation this game. I want you guys to understand how big that is. 16 out of 17 kill participations. That's insane. But his team is unfortunately not doing too well, especially the Teemo. Like, the Teemo fed set really, really badly. This dragon would be very big for them because they already have the first dragon. And honestly, securing it... Oh, ooh, it's a good cannon ult. Oh, triple kill for this cannon, man. Oh, that cannon just destroyed them. Oy, oy, oy. Oy, 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 cannon, man. What a champion. Ho, ho. Did you see that? What does he go next, though? Protector's Vow? Am I playing Thresh wrong? What is that? What? I mean, okay, you know what? I get Protector's Vow for the Jinx. Protector's Vow in this situation is actually, you know what? Protector's Vow is really, really good here. What kind of stupid emo did I... Stupid scamming was... Oh god, I almost dropped my phone. What was I saying? Yeah, Protector's Vow makes a lot of sense here because it's a really good defensive item against cannon, especially for this Jinx. I'm gonna expect him to go for Zeke's Convergence as well because his win condition is this Jinx. I already knew Jinx would be the win condition since the very beginning of the game because clearly the Jinx was a good player. Like, in this game, I would have just gone for Zeke's Convergence probably very early on instead of a self-carry build. And then Protector's Vow, I didn't actually think about Protector's Vow, but it's the best item to go for in this particular game. To protect the Jinx, which is the only champion that's going to be able to carry this game. Like, look at this. Look at how much damage he's doing. Boom! He's going to kill everyone. Boom! Has to be careful of Leona, though. Boom! Exactly. You see? It's so easy. It's so easy to see your win condition. It's so easy. So, like, a good tip that I have for you guys is have a look at these things. Have a look around you at all the other lanes. Look at who's doing well. Look at who's not doing well. If your Jinx is doing really, really well, build towards it. And as you can see, Trust is doing that right now with the Protector's Vow. And I'm going to expect him, I'm going to assume that he's going for a Zeke's Convergence after that as well. Like, those are the types of items you'll want to go when you're Jinx, when your ADC is carrying. You have to look at your team, what they're doing. If no one is carrying, you have to go for carry items. If your mid laner is carrying, you can go for frontline items. So you can go in and let your mid laner do the thing. You have to adapt every game. You can't just build the same every single time. Teemo's way too far. Protector's Vow is going to be game-changing, by the way. His Jinx is not going to get one-shot anymore. What is it going to be his last item? Abyssal Mask? Okay. I mean, I get it, because they have a lot of magic damage. And Veigar. So he goes in, Veigar will do more damage. And the enemies have a lot of magic damage. I told you guys, Abyssal Mask is like the greatest magic resist item on Thresh generally. So it's just a good item to go for regardless. Also, Thresh does magic damage. So, it also buffs his own damage, of course. Oh. He has a flash. He could flash hook the Tristana here. Yeah, there you go. That's an easy... Oh. I mean, it's fine. He procced everything from Tristana. It's fine. And she actually almost died. Jinx ulted the Tristana. Wow. Ooh, Kayn is split pushing. Ooh. And it's a blue Kayn. Blue Kayn actually pushes really, really fast. And blue Kayn can get away really, really easily too through the walls. However, he's dealing with the... Oh, that is a beauty of a cage by Veigar. That is a beauty of a cage by Veigar, guys. That Veigar was the absolute MVP right there. Oh, Seth is coming in though. But again, a beautiful cage. And Seth is probably just gonna die. Jinx? Jinx? Oh, close. Oh, she killed him. Oh, baby. He's actually purposely tanking the turret so the minions stay alive, by the way. So they can end the game. Should be easy end. It's a very, very easy end. Leona cannot do anything. There you go. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's take a look at how much damage he did and everything like that. Again, I would love to hear anyone's explanation in the comments about this item, why it could be useful, because I just don't get it. Ooh, he's currently in master rank, almost grandmaster. 15.5 thousand damage. Very, very nice. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.